Do you know, I was just sitting there thinking, it's been a long time since I've started that bike. Probably 3 months, something like that. It's been way too long. So I need to take it for a ride, but it's not really conducive to that today. It's a bit rainy out there, but I at least need to keep it ticking over. So we're going to kick it in the guts and just let it idle away for a few minutes, just to keep the juices flowing in there. So yeah, let's go out and have a look at that now. So I was going to do this last weekend and I never did, because there's a bit of a Chinese laundry out here when it's raining. This is where we dry all our stuff. So God, I've got to have a tidy up here too. So yeah, let's give this a go. I'll get the battery all charged up on it. So the battery should be sweet. I haven't charged it this weekend. I normally do it every weekend just for the trickle charger. But the battery should be sweet. See if it wants to play. Honestly, it's been months since I've even ticked it over. So, pull it out of the way. Give it a bit of choke, manual choke on this one. Dried up in the carby because the carbureted system, and so yeah, it took a bit of starting, but she's away. Oh, I want to take it for a ride. I'll let that tick over for a while. Such a nice bike, man. It's so nice to ride. What I want to do is get some sort of system out here at the front where I can keep it under cover and secure, and we've had all of this concrete put in, so the whole driveway is all concreted now, which is sweet. Oh shit, the neighbours are arguing again. And so what we're thinking about doing is putting a deck out here, extending this corner and putting a deck out here, and maybe extend the deck right up over to here, and making this a bit of a carport underneath, and then I could, hey Dennis the neighbour, and then what we can do there is you know, have room to park the cars underneath. It just fit nicely, that van, and then maybe I can just dedicate a little corner there just for putting the bike in, you know, just boxing it up and stuff. Still waiting for all of this to get finished. Guy's coming next week, I think, to finish that. He says he is, so go. Got plenty of wood, bit of building material there. So yeah, we'll get that sorted out. That should be good. I'll just knock that choke back. a camera system on this. This is where I mount my 360 Insta 360 for the surround view, and then I've got a little camera system here which mounts on with a bracket, looks forward, and then at the back there's a camera as well. Where have I got them? Just here, look. So by the time I stick the GoPro on, plus that, I'm pretty good for cameras. So, but I haven't actually used them all together in one take, but yeah, we'll do that. Alrighty, so I won't go for a ride, but I've got a bit of footage of the last ride that I took, which was up to the top of the Kaimais. So I know I had some issues with turning my camera on and off, so I'm not sure what I've actually captured, but I'll roll that on now, and so just for a bit of a ride video. Alrighty, see you soon. So this is what I use when I'm on the bike and recording. So this is yet another camera, but in here is headphones built into the helmet, and the Sena Evo 10C Pro, I don't know. Anyway, this little guy, and so that records as I go. In the front here is a microphone that's been put in there so I can talk and record at the same time. If I had a buddy with me, I could do communications with them, wirelessly communicate. If you're within, I don't know what it is, I think it's like a kilometre or something that you can talk in between units. So yeah, that's really good. And here's a bloody nice helmet. And so yeah, that's what I've used on this video to go up the hill.
Recording.
Alright, thought it was about time I took the Blackbird out for a spin again. I've got a little reverse camera here, green light, that's all good, and I've got a green light on this one. So that's the front camera, not taking the 360 today. So you'll see there's a bit of a gap here where the Dakar used to be, and that's because that sold yesterday. That's gone. Thank God. I've been trying to sell that for a while. I say try. I put it on Marketplace a while ago. I haven't actually tried too hard to sell it, but it's gone. It's sold. Sold it to a guy in Napier. He'll be happy with that. It's a good bike. It's just not for me when I've got this. Okay. Oh, I forgot how much heavier this was. So the front camera and the rear camera are doing their thing. That's independent of everything else, and that's just as a dash cam. In case anything goes horribly wrong, got some backup information. Okay, this isn't the bracket I normally use for this. That is with Joe over in Rotorua. So I'll have to get that back off him at some stage, but this should do the trick. I mean, it's not ideal, it's a little bit on the piss, but if anything goes wrong, then I've got some backup video, front and back, of what went wrong. As well as, of course, you know, this that you're watching now.
So I don't know where we're going to go. It's just the old bike needs a run. Because I've had the Dakar for sale. I've had that at the, ready to go for people to come around and look at and stuff like that. So I'd have to get that out, go park that up, and then get the Blackbird out. And I just haven't been out on this for a while, so she needs a good run. Yeah, so what's been happening? Went out on the boat yesterday, Alice's boat. She's had that up on the hard for a while, getting worked on. So, can I hear this thing clicking? What's that click noise? God damn this! What is that noise? Got the Roses behind me. I'll be aware of that. And that was awesome out on the boat. I took a 360 camera with us and got some video of us playing around in the harbour. So I will put that up as soon as I get around to working out how to easily transfer it, because I just didn't do one big video. And with the Insta360 on the app, you can't easily change the you can't sort of like add one clip onto the end of another one and print and sort of resolve it as a single file. So you have to do them individually and then put them into your software editor, which I've got Davinci Resolve Studio, the full version now. And so I can do it with that, but I was just hoping there's going to be an easier way. Where's the Roses? Oh, miles back. I'll just go slow anyway. So yeah, as soon as I sort of managed to piss around and do that, I have to try and remember. I've got so many electrical things and so many little toys and devices that like getting on here and just hooking this this little DD-Pi camera system up. I'd forgotten how to do it. No idea how to do it anymore. So I sort of have to try and remember, and I should write this shit down, I guess. Alright, we'll indicate here. Oh, why is my phone hot? Ow! Oh, my phone's real hot. Oh shit, that could be my vape, but I turned that off. Okay, something's not right. I'll have to pull over. Try and do it on the gravel without skidding. Ooh, what's going on in my pocket? Jesus, fuck. Oh no, the vapor's had a fucking major problem. That is hot. Fuck. What's up with that? I turned that off and that is just hot as. Something serious amiss with that. Damn. Leaked and fucking shit itself. Where can I put that in the meantime? Yes, that's not off. Now it's off. Okay, let's put that somewhere different. Man. Phone's fine. Note to self, turn off vape before putting in pocket. Note 2, double check vape is actually fucking off before putting in pocket. I wonder if the button was up and the phone was bouncing. If it bounces 5 times on the button, that's going to turn it on. It's all I can imagine's happened there. Yeah, so trying to work out how all of these electrical things work. Again, it's like my guitar software. I've got all these lovely bits of guitar software. Let's just get out of here first. See if we can do this without skidding too much. After this guy. A little bit of a skid, but we're away. So yeah, with some of these things, you have all of this, the apps that go with it, and especially on the guitar software. You put the you turn the app on, and there's all these things that you've got to hook up the Bluetooth application and the wireless everything's, and just trying to remember, some of these things you push buttons a few times, other things you have to do everything in a certain way, and it's really hard to try and remember all of these things, especially when you haven't played with them for a while. So all of these toys I knew how to work once. I mean, the drone, I haven't even gone there. I know that that's complicated, so every time I think, oh, let's go fly the drone, it's like, oh, fuck, I haven't got a clue how that works. So I've kind of ignored it, but I will have to sit down and RTFM one day and get that working. I do keep all of the batteries on all these things all charged up, so that's all good. That's the first thing you have to do when you've got a lot of battery-powered toys, is you have to remember to go around every now and again, especially old tablets and stuff like that, and just keep them charged, because if you let the battery run low just by not using it, and you leave it sitting around with a low battery, that battery is just going to degrade terribly. So hey Google, play music. Yeah, I've forgotten how to do that. Used to be able to ride along and just get the music to play, but I don't know. I don't know how that works now. I have to sort that out. It's nice driving along and listening to a bit of music, but of course if I do that and I'm talking on this, then it doesn't get blacklisted. It just gets a advert put on it. So if somebody watches that, they have to watch an advert first. All this copyright bullshit on YouTube. It's not bullshit, of course. It's there for a reason, but it is frustrating. Come on, mate. We'll head up this way, I think, today. This is the way to Hamilton, up to the Kaimais. It's actually really quite a nice road. So I don't know if we'll go right up the top, we might do, but let's go for a bit of a blast. So with all of that, I've forgotten what I was actually saying. We were out on the boat and I'm working out how to get the 360 footage from that, because it was done over about 10 different parts, because obviously I didn't leave it on all day. How to get that sort of into one video and onto YouTube in 360 format, using Davinci Resolve without having big black circles on it like those other ones. So there's a bit of relearning to do. Oh shit, I need fuel. Ah man, I really need fuel. I'm really out. I'm going to have to go to Caltex. God damn it. Shit, I'm glad I noticed that. It could have been a right old fuck up.
Recording.
Alright, so here's a little trap for young players. It catches me out more times than it should. There's a difference between camera on and recording. So I'm hitting it and I'm going camera on. Yeah, well, the camera's on. It's not recording, it's just on. It's fucking terminology. So you think, yeah, it's recording, so you're chatting away and you're doing your thing. The whole ride up here, I think the camera was on, but I wasn't recording. So you missed all of the bit about the near crash we had with the truck, and yeah, all the other fun and games and things that I talked about on the way up here. So that's great. Anyway, we're at the top of the Kaimais, and what I was saying before, Mount Pirongia is over here. Karioi, which is Raglan, I think is that one over there. You can just see the sort of sides of it. You can't quite see the top of it. On a good day, you could see down to Mount Ruapehu, which you can't see at the moment because of the cloud. And yeah, so this is the top of the Kaimais, and Hamilton's just through there, Te Amutu just there. So yeah, it's a nice little lookout, although they could do with a chainsaw, trim it up a bit. So we'll get back on the bike now that we're recording. Right, let's have another go. There's trucks for Africa, so I'm not going to try and beat any. Right, let's get up and into it. There's another one right behind him. We'll follow him all the fucking way home. It's alright. We had a nice ride on the way up here. There's plenty of overtaking lanes, so we were able to get past most of these trucks. But this stretch, we may just be just following trucks. But we'll see how we go here. We'll be able to get past this one at least. And here is Tauranga. There's the mount. There's our house. If you look carefully. Slow vehicle by 200 metres. We'll get onto that. I'm kind of hoping he'll pull over a little bit. Will he? Will he? Will he? Will he? Fuck. Not really going slow, I suppose. So. And anyway, you get past this one and then there's another one. So, as I was saying on the way up, I remember this, I was saying about how we hit a couple of passing lanes, like that one just there. There's heaps of them on the way up. And I was saying I'm just going to just do my speed. I'm just going to cruise. And there was a bunch of cars who were overtaking me on the way up. And, you know, overtook a couple of trucks and stuff like that. And I was just pointing out that it's not a race. Not a race to get there. You know, you go flying like a bloody maniac to try and get past the next truck that you can see in the distance. And, you know there's going to be another one beyond that. You're still going to get slowed down. Then you spend your whole bloody day, instead of just going, oh, this is great, I'm loving this, you're going, fucking traffic. And it's a bad mindset because you're distracted by anxiety of must get ahead, and yeah, that's dangerous. And also it means you're taking risks, because it's like, fuck, if I really go for it I might just be able to get past him at the end of this overtaking lane. And then so by the time you get there and you're doing that and you're squeezing that gap, you're doing an excessive speed, and if something does goes wrong, it goes tragically wrong. It's very, very wrong when you're going fast. I mean, I could fall off now at this speed, and with my gear I'd be alright. You had another 50 or 60 k's onto that, and I wouldn't be. Yeah, but it's also the same when you're in a car, and I know everyone does it. I do it. You know, you're like, oh shit, I've got to get in front of this truck. But that's alright if there's hardly any traffic around, and yeah, you've got one slow truck holding you up, then yeah, you've got to get past that truck, you know, and you'll do your best to get past the truck. and then you're free, you know, you're away. Because there's nothing worse than being on a 100k road and going 80 and 70. Doesn't have to be a truck. A lot of cars will just do that speed. Drives me nuts when they do that. But when it's busy, you know, and you know it's busy, there's traffic everywhere. It's a busy road. You ain't going to get a free run. You're not going to be able to just cruise at the comfortable speed the whole time. You're more often than not going to just accept that you're going to have to go a bit slower. That's all there is to it. Look at all this traffic. We saw it when we were sitting back at the stop there. There's just so much traffic that you know, you're a mug if you're trying to get a free ride. Fuck me, you're slowing down. See, if I was racing and going like a tart, then that might have caught me out a little bit. Oh god, he is going slow. So we'll go slow too. Passing lane ahead. Yeah, but I think riding a bike safely is about attitude. There's a difference between guys who get killed and guys who don't. Because, you know, you're on the bike and you want to have a good run, you want to have a sweet ass run, just sweeping through the corners and enjoying yourself, you know, not feeling as though you're on your way to work, you know, getting away from all of that. And and then you can't actually open it up. That's 200 meters to that turn. So I'm doing exactly what I said you shouldn't do. But I know that I can easily do it. But if I was in the car, she'd be a different story. And you might not make that. But yeah, no, it's all about attitude of just knowing when you can push it and when you just have to accept it. And not getting frustrated, because it'll ruin your day, and it can really ruin your day if you make a bad decision. And these decisions happen very quickly, and yeah, if in doubt, go flat out. No, if in doubt, I can something that rhymes with out. You know what I mean? So we have to get over and see Dad and Papa, and we went up and saw Auntie Helen the other day. I think I spoke about that previously. I might take the bike for a blast on those occasions. I'm going to work this week. It's Monday, and nothing behind me. I'll just take this guy. No work this week. Andy doesn't get back until the 17th. Oh, look at that prick over there like that. What a fucking arsehole. And that's all good. Should make the most of having some time off. Still haven't cleaned up the yurt. Oh, it's a junk pile. Such a shame. Well, it's not a shame, it's all of my own doing. But in there I've got a really nice sim racing setup. And I've got my main sim racing setup. But this is all bits I've coupled together from, you know, stuff that I've upgraded. But it works really good. It's surprising how good it works. I mean, the difference between a really expensive sim racing outfit and a cheap one is not as much as the money would indicate. because I've probably spent about 10 grand on my sim racing main kit, and in the process I've upgraded various things. But apart from the steering wheel assembly, which doesn't have the steering wheel, but the steering assembly, which is the big ticket item, and that is something that you really, if you're into sim racing, you really need to have a decent one of those, because the Logitechs, the Thrustmasters, and even the Fanatics, the old Fanatics I should say, not the new ones, but the old Fanatics which were belt driven, they just don't cut the mustard. It feels like you're playing on a toy to a certain degree. And brake pedals, you've got to have a brake pedal that is got a load cell in it, so it's pressure based, not distance based, to read your input. And but gear sticks, it makes a big fuss over fucking gear sticks, especially bloody shifters, you know, just like upper gear, downer gear shifters, pedal shifters and stuff like that. You can spend a shitload of money on things that, you know, have got magnetics in them and little clicky things and hydraulic shifters, and really doesn't make that much of a difference. VR makes a huge difference. You've got to have a good VR set. So I still don't, the Oculus Quest 2, which I bought, is awesome. That's just such a good VR system in its simplicity, and the fact that it's not attached to wires, you don't need to run a laptop with it. But man, what a device, and it's half the cost. It's less than half the cost of top of the line HP Reverb like I've got. I wouldn't even go anywhere near any of those other brands, because they don't give that good a resolution. But the HP Reverb gives really nice resolution, is relatively easy to use, apart from its Windows Media Viewer, which is a pain in the ass to use as opposed to Oculus. But yeah, still on the main sim racing ring, I've got a HP Reverb, not the G2, it's the G1, but it's got the same resolution in it, and the difference between G1 and G2 is not that great in my opinion. I don't know, I've watched a few videos and they go, oh yeah, the G2 it's great, but you know, in compared to the G1 it's not that much big of a jump, so I wasn't going to go out and buy a new one. And anyway, then the Oculus Quest 2 came out. The Oculus Quest was no good with 64 gigabytes, it was too small. And the first Oculus Quest 2 with 64 gigabytes was no good, but now they all come as a minimum 128, so you know you're starting to get some decent sort of storage in there for all of those independent games. But of course you can use it as a PC VR as well, so you can connect it to your computer, use an Airlink or one of these other things. Oh well, we'll let him fucking go. And when you're doing that, it is good. But it's not as good as the G2. There's a bit of distance there that you don't have. What am I trying to say? Field of view is a little bit less. Oh shit, I got a whole fucking gang coming up my ass. They can all go. Oh, that's a nice bike. I'll ride with the gang for a while and see how they're doing. But anybody who's thinking about getting a Quest 2, just get it. If you're sim racing, just get it. It's good. It's not as good as the G1, which is the same as the G2, HP Reverb, but it's like not far off. I mean, we're talking tiny amounts of difference. I wonder if that's a girl on that one. She looks like a girl on that pink bike, second from the back. And the big ticket item, the big one on the Oculus is the cricket. What an absolutely wonderful thing the cricket is on the Oculus. This looks a bit snaggy. But is he coming across? Yes he is, but I can get through. Worst overtaking lane ever. It's so confusing. Yeah, so the cricket, I've set up a cricket bat, and you put the controller on the bat, and it's a real bat cut in half, just so otherwise if it's full length, you'll smack shit out of everything that walks anywhere near you. So yeah, just cut in half, and it's brilliant. I'll do a video on that one day. I'm trying to work out how to stream to YouTube. I've sort of set it up, but I haven't done it yet. Because I had some problems with my internet, and you need to have good internet to be able to stream and play at the same time. And I could just record it and then upload it, but I just thought a stream might be easier. So I'm going to have a go at doing that. But the cricket's great fun. It's so accurate. I mean, you can think, okay, I'm going to hit a 4 along the ground at fucking silly mid-on or whatever. And you can do just that, as long as the bowl is the right bowl. But if you're a fan of cricket, which I am, I've loved cricket and cricket games forever. Oh, look at this coming off. Yeah, cricket and cricket games. I've played the very earliest Subbuteo style cricket games, and you know what, we really fucking enjoyed those. It was cutting edge technology at the time, but now with VR cricket, it's next level. You're in a stadium. You don't bowl. You can bowl, but only on a computer to a friend. PvP it's called, and so you can do that, and you can set where you're going to bowl, but you don't actually do it with the Oculus controllers. Although that is certainly possible and probably come in one day. But so you're just batting, and you don't run either, because you don't want to be having people running about, even with their controllers doing movements between wickets. But if you know that, you pretty much know when you hit a single, running a single, you pretty much know if it goes there and there's nobody there and they have to run to the ball to retrieve it, you get yourself a single. You know what a double is, and you know what a triple's normally a misfield of some sort. Although I have picked up triples, just doing a little wee stubby little push. And this guy won't get out of the way. Look at him. I'm on a Skyline, mate. Fuck you and your motorbike. And then of course, yeah, 4s and 6s, you don't have to run anyway. But yeah, I'll do that and show you how that works. Just good. A lot of fun. And of course there's all the shoot 'em ups and stuff like that. I don't really do much of that, although I have got Medal of Honor in VR, which is quite good. Sniper Elite, which is actually a bit boring, but you know, maybe that'll get better. I haven't really given that a fair crack. The best one as far as physics, mechanical physics go, of oh my god, I can't believe this is VR when everything you do just seems so real, would have to be the table tennis. I mean, the cricket's good, don't get me wrong, it's very fucking accurate, but the table tennis, oh, how do they do that? You can put top spin, side spin, all these things, and somebody who's actually naturally pretty bloody good at table tennis, like a few of my mates when we tried this out when we were out in the island, they were nailing it, absolutely nailing it. Gee, I'm glad we're not in the traffic. I mean, not in the car, in the traffic. A lot of people will move over, a lot of people will move out. I don't like going up the left hand side or in between, filtering traffic, especially if it's stopped, because people can open up their doors. Look at this guy, he's actually just deliberately been a prick. Because passengers can open up their doors. Bit of a numb right hand. Don't know where those other bikers are. They're well gone. But did you see, like, that is what I was saying earlier. Because they're in a group, they're filtering hard, they're driving hard, they're like, must get past. And to me, I just really don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy anymore living on the edge. Do we live? Do we die? You know, I want to live. And it's, oh, you're not really living unless you fucking give it beans. You've got to live on the edge. Well, yeah, that's true for some people. It used to be true for me too, in a certain respect. But I got an appreciable amount of danger in my life that I'm happy with. You know, swimming with bloody sharks, although we don't swim with sharks, but, you know, like being in the sea and diving, it can be dangerous. It's really not. But it's enough. It's enough of a thrill. It's about the thrill, isn't it? I get enough thrills just doing this, just driving slowly. That's a thrill for me. Just being out on the bike. That's a thrill. It's feeling the wind in my on my neck. Can't feel it fucking anywhere else. Oh, my knuckles. These gloves are awesome. God, I'm glad I got these. Shit, the old summer gloves. I need a summer jacket as well, but I don't want to compromise safety if I do have a fall. Thought I needed to kick down there, but I didn't. So I have no idea what gear I'm in. So I am going to install that gear indicator that I bought ages ago, and it's still sitting in a packet in the room. So I'm going to install that soon, and just, yeah, I like to know what gear I'm in. I like to just look down and go, yeah, I'm in fucking third. I'm in third, I'm in fourth. It's hard to tell when you're at low revs sometimes. I knew he wasn't coming right around. You can see it in their eyes. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, saw some boys playing cricket down there on bloody Christmas Day. Christmas Day. Most of them are Indians, and I don't think they celebrate Christmas Day in the same way we do, but yeah, they were playing their cricket. Awesome. Just do a little hoogly flip down here, I think. Where we walk the dog in that park there. Walk it every day without fail. I think once we did, it was pissing with rain, it was thunder and lightning, and she didn't want to go. She hates the thunder. But that doesn't happen very often, not at walk time. And so yeah, that's about the only time that's done. Otherwise, I'm up that alleyway every day. Consequently, I know every single person in this street, funnily enough. All these houses here in this street, all know them by name. We've all chatted to heaps of them. I have to go and cut her hedge soon. Oh shit, we're going to go and see Simon, won't we? I don't know if he'll be home. It's a work day. We'll just swim by and have a look. Oh, there's a trap for young players there, right there. Booshka. There's another one. Where is this bloody tab? No, you're not home. There's his dinghy. I got caught under his boat the other day. Managed to suck the tow rope up into the prop. Just tangled it around it, didn't suck it up. Not a jet. Got around the prop and just boom, and it just sucked the dinghy in and busted one side of it. You'll have to get that patched and repaired. And I was up in the Auckland Harbour Bridge when he rang, and so Alice went down and sorted him out. Oh, there's that dog. Hello, puppy. You puppy. Right, let's see if we can get this up in one go. Oh, right. Falling asleep fingers is no good for the handbrake, that's for sure. Actually, we might tuck it in there. Push you out of the way. So I had a leak in the pond a while ago, so I've had to make it bigger, because at the same time I was putting a new pond liner in. So it's used to come up to about here, like that, and I've just dug it right out around here. And turtles are happy, aren't you, turtlies? Another one somewhere. Well, there should be. Maybe he's got out. Just about there. Oh, shit. Temperature, about expected, because I've been slow in here for a minute. And we're off. See, the fan was running. It's a good sign. Oh, and stop recording. See you later.